Hey y'all, welcome back. So, when we left off, I was trying to solve that Bible. Honestly, I don't know what I did with the recording. I think I accidentally deleted it. I did solve the Bible. I had to cheat and use a walkthrough. But it really doesn't tell you that much except that there was some type of correspondence between Sarah and we're assuming Emma because the initial E. And then it gives you a clue if you get it right. You get a clue to like the next place to go, and now you're about to go down to dinner that Mortimor set up for you. So that's where we're at. I'm sorry you didn't see that part. I promise it was not that interesting. It took so long, and it was just, whew, it was tough. It was
Emily,
tough.
I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis? About last night, I'm guessing.
Sadly, no. Even if I'd like to have, Alas,
Talk about it.
there are more pressing matters. I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Don't send her on my mother's trail. I'm gonna be honest to her. I like Emily, not just because I slept with her, but I feel like she's trustworthy.
They kept up a secret correspondence, which makes me think they were suspicious of someone.
And did you find out who it was?
No, but von Volner is mentioned. They were planning to make a quick getaway and were looking to hide something beforehand.
Have you got these messages?
Show her, say no. I'll show her.
Yes. Go ahead, take a look.
You better not bite me in the ass later, bitch. I'm gonna be pissed.
I see. I must say, thanks for your honesty, Louis.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
I'll tell her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Who is talking? Does she know why? Who spoke to her about it? I don't know what to say. Who is yelling?
Did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Is that
Thank you,
Holmes?
Louis.
I forgot.
You're very kind.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just want to know who that is. Gregory. Oh, it is. Okay, it's home. It's okay. Ew, look at him. Oh, I can't stop it.
Means a lot to me. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
Oh.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's
Is she
what we
threatening
shall
my
see.
mom?
We'll speak about it later, somewhere safe.
That's so
Come,
awkward.
Louis. They're waiting for us.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes sense. Her sister was shot.
Dearly, Peru, I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't
He's
travel through
always in a
France
fight
on your
with
way
somebody,
back.
literally.
Or it'll cost you dearly.
You
Calm
are the
now,
problem.
my friends. Let's calm down.
Look at his
Everyone
face.
seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Wait, who's the last guest though? Oh, the guy with the collar. Okay, why?
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
Aw,
How
shit.
dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if...
I'm about to pass out.
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You
Damn.
beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an
I mean,
obnoxious act.
yeah.
Until anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step
Is
back
this
a
accurate
moment.
in
In the
history?
name of holiness. He was
Somebody
the
tell me.
highest representative of God in
I feel like
France,
it is.
Emily.
Calm things down, think of consequences for the order.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
The baddest bitch in the room.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace,
Good for you.
here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
We gotta listen to bells. You can't just call us in the room. What are we, dogs? Oh, we about to talk shit. You know I love talking shit. Find out what Walner is hiding.
could you spare a moment, please, sir?
Oh my
glad
god, I
you
do not
asked.
want to talk to him.
I want to talk to you
He's
too.
annoying.
Of course.
Bitch, what? Ooh,
I heard about your mother's
Only
disappearance.
chance.
He looks concerned.
I'm scared.
I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
Obviously, no, you fucking idiot. Hold on. Tell him what you found. I have no time for that. What is he waiting for? How about diversion?
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really.
Yes! I got it.
We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
She didn't even like you. She was talking shit about you. Prompt him to talk about it. How could I know? No, pretend to know. Can I manipulate him?
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book. I will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject. And when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled.
Oh, he's looking for the book that she hid?
I can think of nothing else since. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
Fuck. Wait, make him talk about what he's looking for. Speak to him about the Mysterium. He looks obsessed. What? Yo, what am I saying?
As my mother's got so many old books, I'm afraid I won't be able to...
Oh, it's easy. You can't mistake this one. It's an ancient grimoire, composed of 7 parts. Each one is closed under lock and key. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. If you find it, you mustn't tamper with it. You see?
Why are you spitting in my face?
That's unusual. Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a
Those some
bell.
hard ass pee.
I'll look again, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm using all my shits for this conversation. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Indeed.
This
One of
better
your
be
close
worth
friends?
it. I've literally
No,
used everything
not
I
really,
have.
but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now. Because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person.
That
What can
took
you say?
so fucking
Can't
long.
trust anyone these days, huh?
No.
And I used all my shit. I
can't.
give up.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know
You heard
what
me,
you're looking
bitch.
for, von Volner. You're the one who von Burchard was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de
Is that the book? I forgot.
You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking
Boy,
around
you
in
started
his
talking
business.
to me.
Let me guess.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I gotta guess. The King of Prussia. Prussia. The King of Prussia, Mortimer, or Home. Do I have any hints? Oh god, I'm gonna get this wrong. I just know it. Home.
It's Sir Gregory.
Correct.
Y'all, I cheated. I
You
looked
ought
it
to know
up.
then, he is not a man who likes to be duped.
So he's working with
You
Emily
are
and
walking
him?
on thin ice, sir.
And does
Better
Mortimer
go
know?
and check out the painting
I
in
have so
Lord
many
Mortimer's
questions.
study.
Does Mortimer know that Home is having all these secret side deals behind? First of all, who is in this painting? He is wait, is he beautiful? You know what? Oh, wait a minute. What's that behind him? Oh.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
May we? Ask him his opinion of Goldie. Tell me more about the coming. Yeah, tell me
Would you have any
what is happening.
more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
True.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
His reputation is what? Wait, what? He doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a damn about his reputation. Tell me more. Will this not be an opportunity? Okay.
You'll be able to check if the hearsay is true over these next few days.
I sincerely doubt that. The context does not allow me to give him my trust.
I understand your point of view.
Okay, well this conversation was
Well,
pointless.
I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Why are you in my
Unfortunately not, no.
business?
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Oh, okay. I forgot that I faked my way out of that conversation. He really thought I was gonna give him a bunch of missiles and shit on my mother's behalf? No. That has nothing to do with me. Mr. President, sir. What's up? What's your
Mr.
opinion?
President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What context?
I wonder what promise Lord Mortimer could have made to make him agree to come here, given the circumstances.
Who knows?
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know
So he
the
controls
theme
the
of
world,
conference?
essentially.
Not in the
Is what you're saying.
None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see. Everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
So if you're on Holmes' shit list or Mortimer's shit list,
Thank you for your time.
you're just
Don't
on
mention
the
it, my young friend.
Stop talking to me. Go away. I missed a part. I don't know where it is in my recording, but I moved the painting, and this is what we got. I did cheat, so I do know the answer to that. But first, I'm gonna feed the cutest bird in the world some berries because the internet told me to. If you give it chocolate, it dies. I found that out the hard way.
Oh, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
That is terrifying. Let's see if he says something about
Well,
Mortimer.
Waldo, is your master good?
Oh, I guess so.
I don't really know what I was expecting.
What? Tell me a word.
Well,
what?
I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. 11. 90. 1. Oh, that's exactly what I put in the first time.
Open sesame.
Please, why? Can you imagine breaking into this? I would be so scared. Like, he could come in at any time, like, what are you doing? This room is nice.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
Yes, he knows more. What are we looking at? The map of Asia.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
Alright. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Kutzin and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me to not intervene. Should you have any missives to give to me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend, Monsieur Peru. Sincerely yours. So Peru, no. Who was Peru? I forgot. Hold on. I'm gonna refresh my memory. Peru. Where the fuck is he at? Do I not know him? Oh, here. Ooh. But we're not surprised he knew, right? I feel like it was kind of inferred. What is that? Okay, can't grab it.
It's locked.
I wanna go in there. Hold on. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangements involving us. See, he's involved with everything. It's honestly terrible, and it shows you how much power he has. Damn, y'all couldn't read this for me? William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You are tearing our family apart. I think it's meant to say your loving brother. It says you loving brother. G. P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it at the present moment is conductive? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is William the King Mortimer's brother? Because... oh, wait. Maybe not. Because the letter is addressed to William from G. I don't know who that is. Stop it. What are we looking at? Analyze the...
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
Should I analyze it?
It looks like a campaign is being prepared in France in favor of Italy. Could Mortimer have decided to finance a war?
Mortimer is one slick bitch. My dear friend, thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement and with a weary heart, I am off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you, in the hope of serving you again, George, King of Hanover? Y'all, this is a bunch of politics. It's a bunch of rich people with too much power that are... oh my gosh, this study is so big. Hold on. How many letters? My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still to begin in October. I think I meant to say due, and that's a typo. It is still due to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson. Okay.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Honestly, it's a little ridiculous. Ooh, royal jelly. I definitely need that. Please. Please.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Do I have that? I have the right key. Oh, I don't have either. Yo. Okay. I might break into that. Give me a second. Oh, okay. I have the key with the fire symbol.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Which one do I have? Which one? What's in here? What was in there? It didn't even say.
A chest with a motif.
Oh, I guess you have to unlock both sides. I'll think about it. Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vindi peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure of the masses. The decision of the Assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you would ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people definitively. Your devoted servant, something that I cannot read. Okay. Mortimer is involved in so much shit. It's actually impressive he can even keep up with it all. What am I looking at? This.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
And discovered immunity. He's immune to science. Okay. I wouldn't even think you can really outdo Mortimer. Oh my gosh, look at this room. What's up here?
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
Oh, I was looking at the painting. I'm like, what are we looking at?
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Okay. Can't reach that. What's on this board? Nonsense? Yes, nonsense. Dear friend, who is the most admirable of all Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father, Kronos, he learnt to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns, but does not dominate. Is that in reference to Mortimer? Because he has all that power and not a lot of people know? Well, like, people know, but not, like, common people. Does that make sense? Damn, this... Listen. Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my inventions. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Gilliton, here is the model of your new lock, if you appreciate my prototype. It is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door, the aim being to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the affirmation lock will open, or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I called my invention the Judgment of Faith, because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Okay, so that lock is obviously in reference to... What the fuck is this?
A skeleton. By the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by.
Why?
Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
It is.
Ah, his right hand is missing.
That's creepy. That is, that letter was in reference to the lock, because when I was, cheating, I read that if you get the lock wrong when you try to leave, you get stuck in there, so... We don't want to do that.
Pigeon, probably.
Where's the bird? Examine the material, examine the inscription.
Looks like obsidian or onyx. Must weigh a ton.
Okay. I really need to level that up so I can read shit. What did I grab? Something.
Something strange about this table.
Examine the equipment. Look at
The
the
little
instruments.
surgeon's perfect collection.
Do I want to spend my science on this?
What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies. Here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
Ooh, that's scary. Oh, we already know that immunity. Why are you telling me this?
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
What's in there? A brain? I can't tell, it's so dark. No, just no. Okay. Well, he has all types of shit over here. Hold on.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Why is that
3
important?
rusty old nails. They're about some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais. Look, a
We're
pack
just
of
going
tarot
through all
cards.
his shit right now.
Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Read the draw? Why would we read it?
It is a typical draw in a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Why did I spend my points on that? Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible, though without help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us. What the fuck is that in reference to? Okay, I think we got everything in here, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's mostly just letters in here, which is like fine and dandy, but I don't know what I was supposed to get out of those letters. The map
It
of
shows the
Africa.
forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer. Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say.
Oh, more jelly? Definitely need that. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Schillisburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Cizona Catherine should not be long in banning all Gordon Order lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend, Nikolai.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
That sounds exactly like a cult. The gift has been delivered. Tomorrow Durrani, King of Afghanistan, of Punjab and Sindhi of Mashhad and Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son, Zaman, will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiations. K. That sounds terrifying. Don't know what it was about, but it sounds terrifying.
This shows the forces
He's
present in
literally
America.
controlling the entire world. This is ridiculous.
Some of those forces are pushing toward the west. On it, Mortimer's placed little feather symbols at different points, toward which the Spanish are headed. Could he be fueling Indian resistance to slow down Spain?
Y'all. My dear friend, with thanks for your services rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, a ship bound for Marseilles in France has been chartered. Hidden abroad are a few corpses infected with the plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Be very careful when handling these boxes because, if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. Why are they still going there? Questions. My dear friend, as desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you proposed. The agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find enclosed a list of my colleagues. Oh, that's a lot of people. Thanks for your help. We shall soon be able to meet at my place, the Tontine Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. All these motherfucking letters. Ooh, what's that? Let us see if you have the courage to face me, alone.
This is my mother's writing. I picked up her trail. What is she
Can you
up
imagine
to?
if I would have missed that?
Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only
That's
clue she's
terrifying.
left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
He's taking that big ass sword. Wouldn't it be noticed? I can't. Oh, go find my mom. Okay. Should I use my 3 things? I'm gonna just use it. Fuck it. What is in here? I got a key of the Waterson. I guess it was worth opening, but I still don't like that I had to use my points. But it's okay. This damn bird. Okay.
Oh, shit.